And so what we're suggesting is something that we're calling getting out ahead of it. And what we mean by that is practicing a vibration of letting it in. When you're in a place that it's easy to practice a vibration of letting it in, until you get so good of being in the place of letting it in that even when somebody's behaving in a way that you usually wouldn't let it in, you're so practiced at letting it in that you don't stop letting it in because you're having a knee-jerk reaction to something that's going on. You're so practiced at knowing your well-being, you're so practiced at feeling blessed, that when somebody who for whatever reason doesn't feel blessed themselves, and so they're acting wonky around you, you don't have a knee-jerk reaction to their wonkiness because you're steady in your knowing that you are blessed. Does that make sense? So the two ways of going about that, meditation is the best way we know, because when you quiet your mind, you stop all that wonkiness. When you quiet your mind, you stop thought. When you stop thought, you stop resistance. When you stop resistance, you're under the influence of your source energy. And when you're under the influence of your source energy, the world is brighter, the world is nicer, the world treats you better, and you treat the world better. Under that influence, things go well for you. So when you quiet your mind, you stop doing those reactionary things, those knee-jerk response things. So flying in yesterday, Esther came from San Diego. It was a long flight, and she was flying Southwest, which she really likes, the dependability of it, the sureness of it, the convenience of it for her. And when they landed in Boston, they were 25 minutes early. But the gate was still being occupied by whoever was there before, so the plane sat on the tarmac, which was fine. She thought to herself, doesn't matter if I'm in the air or sitting on the ground, we're early. So she was focusing herself into a place of feeling good. And then the man behind her, who she had not noticed all through the flight, began to feel fitful. And he was a large person, and his knees apparently had been touching her seat the whole time. She was just not aware of it. And he began bouncing his legs in a sort of nervous disorder. And as he bounced his legs with his knees against her seat was vibrating pretty well, so much so that she couldn't play her word game because she couldn't quite touch the spot she meant to touch on her word game. And so the first minute or two, she pretended it was a massage and tried to make the best of it. And then she put her word game away because it was not possible to play the word game. And so she sat there under that, and then she thought, I wish his knees would stop jerking. And then she thought, I'm having a reaction to his knee jerking. Is this what a knee-jerk reaction is? She couldn't stop laughing. She's just thinking, this is a perfect example of me having a reaction to something that's happening, and then she wasn't bothered by it anymore. She thought the universe deliberately brought this knee-jerking man. She always thought that it were her knees that were jerking in a knee-jerk reaction. The universe is so funny. Don't you think the universe is funny? Don't you think it's a wonderful thing that whatever you're wanting to know will come? Don't you like knowing that if you can get out ahead of it? So meditation, a very good way. The other way is what we are calling segment intending. And segment intending means being in a segment, aware that you're going to move into another segment, and using this segment to make your statements of desire about the next one. And so Esther has begun. She has several notebooks full of these segments now. She's discovered that by focusing on a word, a feeling word, like I feel eager, or I feel satisfaction, or I feel blessed, or I feel open to what's coming next, or I feel an eagerness for understanding, or I feel blessed in this moment. As she finds these words that in writing them slowly generates the emotion within her, what she's noticing is that she said to a friend the other day, I thought segment intending, because we've been talking about it for a while. The first recording that we made with Jerry was the law of attraction. The second one was the law of deliberate creation. The third one was the art of allowing. The fourth one was segment intending. That's how far back this idea of deliberately focusing goes in this spewing that Esther's been doing for us. And Esther said, I thought that what segment intending was recognizing that I'm getting into my vehicle and I'm now saying to the universe, I want safety, and I want smooth transfer, and I want cooperative drivers. And it is some of all of that. It's focusing all of that. But Esther said, now I'm understanding that it's not about me, powerful me, hooking up with source energy and getting out there and changing circumstances and events in order to accommodate me. Hear this. No, it's me finding words that make me words of blessing, words of love. It's about me deliberately affecting my point of attraction so that as I move out into the world, my point of attraction lets in this good thing and this good thing and this good thing. Because as you move through space and time, it's all out there. So you're not dictating what out there is. I'm coming out there, get ready for me and be good, because I'm coming out there. That's kind of the way she thought segment intending was. Now she realized that I'm coming out there, and I know there's a lot out there, and here I am. This is who I am as I move out there, and law of attraction will gather up the out there that matches what's going on in here. Does that make sense to you? Segment intending is getting out ahead of it. It's identifying, is acknowledging the well-being of you, because life is coming at you. All kinds of things are out there, because this is a universe with so much diversity and so much contrast, so much variety. It's all out there. It's attraction, 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 attraction. So what is my state of being? What is my being of attraction? What state of being am I in as I'm moving through the seas of people in the airport and on the airplanes and in the restaurants and in traffic? What is my point of attraction? Meaning, what is my point of letting what in? What have I practiced? How do I feel? Step one is you sift through the contrast and you're asking for things as they come to you. That's as big as life really needs to be in terms of you filling your vortex full of powerful intentions. Your life has given you so much input, and you have come to so many really important decisions about who you are and what you want. You just don't need to stress over that. You're at the place where what you really want to do is just know that it's there and trust that it's there. It's there. We promise you that it is there. And then you get out ahead of any potential of blocking it off by making sure that you're not in a blocking off moment, by making sure that you're not in a hateful moment or a confused moment. Because if you're in a state of confusion, clarity can't get in. Well, Abraham, that sucks. If you're feeling not appreciated, appreciation can't get in. If you feel disadvantaged, if you feel abused, pretty soon somebody will be abusing you that's never abused anyone in their life. It's attraction, it's attraction, it's attraction, it's attraction, it's attraction, it's attraction. So you've done all the step ones, and the step two is all lined up for you. Now your singular work is to, moment by moment, look for reasons to feel open and allowing of the good things that you've been asking for.